What's up, party people, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are finally doing a products I've been loving / current beauty favorites. So I got some makeup, some skincare, some hair care, but mostly makeup. I always tell myself I'm gonna do these more often, but I always push it off thinking that, oh, I'm trying this new product, I'm gonna wait till I try that first, and because that may end up on my favorites list, and I don't want to film my video until I know if I like that first. But I never consider I can just film more of these. I don't have to cover everything that I've been loving for the past 6 months. So if you guys would like to see more favorites videos and see them more consistently and frequently, then let me know in the comments below. Let's do a little emoji, let's do a little club. So if you want to see more favorites videos, put this emoji in the comments below, and also give this video a thumbs up. That's one of the best indicators. So I have fewer things in the hair care and skincare category, so we'll go ahead and get those out of the way first. So first let's start with hair care, because I actually only have one product. So this is the Fanola No Yellow Shampoo. So this is just a purple toning shampoo. If you have blonde hair, girl, you need a purple toning shampoo, especially if you're someone that likes a more neutral or cool tone, ashy, platinum, white blonde, whatever it may be. You need a purple toning shampoo because, girl, our hair likes to pull warm. Brass is ass. There are some purple toning shampoos, and we're just gonna say shampoos from here on out. Just know what I'm talking about because those are a lot of words. There's some shampoos that you can leave on for like 10 minutes and it's not gonna turn your blonde purple or, too platinum or whatever. It's not gonna darken your low lights. But then there are some, like this one over here, that you can literally only leave on for like a minute or two. But whenever you first use it, maybe just wash it out right after you scrub your head with it. Like, don't leave it on for any length of time. And then maybe the next time do 1 minute, and then 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and just kind of push the boundaries a little bit more each time you use it and figure out what works for you. For me, I can only leave this on for like 3 or 4 minutes. I mean, this is so fast acting, so effective. It's super pigmented, doesn't need very much at all. It's actually not very expensive at all, and you can find it on Amazon. Now let's move on to skincare. So the first thing I have is a facial cleanser. This is the CosRx Salicylic Acid Daily Gentle Cleanser. This has become a must-have for me. So I use this about 3 times a week. It says daily cleanser, but it's a chemical exfoliating cleanser, so I just don't recommend exfoliating every single day, even though it is gentle. Such a rich, creamy lather. Like, I love this kind of consistency. I've been using this consistently for several months now, and I haven't had one major breakout or like a cluster of acne since I started using this. So good at preventing acne. Like, it's not something that you have to use every single day for it to work. Afterwards, your skin just feels so deep clean. Like, it feels like your skin's been decongested and just purified and clarified. And the next thing I have, okay, look, my channel is usually all about affordable stuff, but I broke the rule this time, okay? I broke the rule. This is the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant, and this is not cheap. This was actually sent to me from Octoly, which is a website for influencers. Brands can send you products for free, but there's no stipulation of saying only good things. Like, you basically just review it however you want. I love this stuff. Fun fact, I actually did facials at Ulta for a while. I was the esthetician at the Skin Bar, and I was actually trained by Dermalogica, which was really cool. They trained me for it was like an 8-hour course. It was a lot. Once I got going and kind of got the format of the facials down pat, I could use whatever I wanted. Like, I didn't have to use Dermalogica. Microfoliant was a product that I continuously went back to. Like, I used on pretty much every single person that I did a facial on, and I did a lot of facials. And no matter the skin type, whether it be normal skin, oily, dry, mature, sensitive, this worked on everyone. It's so gentle, but also so effective. So basically, this is a combination of physical and chemical exfoliation. And usually, I don't condone physical scrubs. Like, they're dangerous. But I make an exception with this product because it's so unique in that it gives you that immediate satisfaction of what a physical scrub does, but it gives you the longer term effects and results of a chemical exfoliant. Here's what it looks like. It comes in like a little, almost like a salt shaker, but you shake it out, it's just a powder. It's not super grainy like the St. Ives Apricot Scrub. If you're using this, toss it out. Say no to drugs. It's so bad for your skin. Do not use anything that has like a super big kahuna kind of scrubby texture to it. But this one's super fine. But you can use this in a couple of ways. You can use it by itself, obviously, after you cleanse. Just pour some into your wet hands, massage it together, and it forms like a kind of like a paste. Or you can actually mix it into your cleanser and get kind of like a 2-in-1. So in the directions it says massage gently for 1 minute, which I don't recommend, especially because a lot of people are just very heavy-handed and just kind of like And that's actually why I don't recommend mixing into your cleanser all the time. Like, maybe once every while, like maybe if you're in a hurry or whatever it may be. Whenever I use this, I feel like my skin has been retextured, and it just kind of resurfaces my skin and just kind of polishes it to make it look brighter and just more alive, because my skin, girl, it's dull as hell. Moving on to makeup, which is what I know you've been waiting for. I have so many good things. First, let's talk about foundation, which I feel like everyone's kind of on the fence about right now. Our daily lives have become about wearing masks. So you kind of, you know, teeter-totter with yourself of like, okay, do I wear a foundation and just let it completely rub off? Or do I try to find a foundation that actually stays put? And this one, my friends, this one stays put. So the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, which is actually what I'm wearing on my face right now. It's full coverage, but it's not like a heavy, cakey, thick kind of full coverage. It has more of like a satiny, matte kind of finish, leaning more matte, but I feel like it's not matte enough and not flat enough to where if you have dry skin, you couldn't wear this. When I say it's long wearing, like I don't mean 8 hours long wearing. I don't mean even 12 hours. Yesterday I wore it for like 16 hours and oh my God. I have oily skin, by the way. It's kind of like the longer I wear it, the better it looks, which is just like, how? It just makes my skin look flawless. Like it just makes it look poreless and smooth and soft. It's so good. I need a better shade. And then another one I've really been loving, especially with wearing a mask and whatnot, is this Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Foundation. Again, it's full coverage. It's long wearing. I would say like 12 hours long wearing on my skin anyway, but it just looks very just flawless. It does have more like a matte finish, but it's not like a stark flat matte. So again, if you have dry skin, just don't set it. Just use a setting spray to set it. But yeah, I've been really enjoying that. I actually found one more skincare product in here, so we'll go ahead and talk about that randomly. This is the number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Day Cream with SPF 30. This is just a little mini trial size. I honestly didn't expect much from this. I figured this would be one that would make my skin either super shiny and greasy and nasty. Oh, you nasty. Or it would be like every other American sunscreen and leave like a white cast and make your skin look really ashy and gray. But it honestly performs just like any other moisturizer. Like you would never tell that this has SPF in it. It just makes your skin look really juicy and hydrated and plump, but it leaves no white cast behind, no ashiness. It's not going to change the color of your skin or anything. And let's talk about eyeshadow palettes. So the ColourPop Boudoir Noir palette, which is actually what I have on my eyes right now, they did something different with this one. Not only with the formula, but also with the packaging. Like the packaging just feels more heavy, more sturdy and high quality, and it actually has a mirror in here, which is a really good size. Like it's a big old mirror. The shades in this are so beautifully paired and they're just perfect for every day. But I actually had a comment in my last ColourPop video where I tried out the Grandeur palette where someone said that they felt like the newer palettes just didn't stay on as well. And at first I was kind of like, oh, you know, I actually did notice that I got some creasing and fading, which I normally don't get with eyeshadows. But I just kind of chalked it up to a new eyeshadow primer that I was using. I've tried it with my normal like OG primer that works with literally every eyeshadow formula and it still creases with that. So yeah, I've been wearing it today. It's a beautiful look. Like the shades, they pair so well together. They blend beautifully. They're more pigmented. They're more soft and buttery. Like they're like the single eyeshadows, but they just don't wear as well. So I'm trying to figure out if there's an eyeshadow primer that works the best with them. And then the ColourPop Grandeur palette, which I actually just reviewed in this video up here. So check that out for a full-on tutorial and demo. But again, I feel like the shades just don't wear as well. I know this is a favorites video and it's just, I'm supposed to be talking it up. I'm giving you pros and cons. I want to try and make them work because this is just, it's one of the prettiest palettes I've seen in a while. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you've tried either, well, actually any new ColourPop palette, and let me know if you see a difference in the way they wear, because usually I don't have a problem with the way shadows wear. Like usually I never get creasing or fading, but with these, for some reason I do. And then the Wet n Wild Starluxe eyeshadow quad in the shade Earth Day Suit. Again, here's a video if you want to check out all the Wet n Wild Starluxe collection in action. But I've been loving this one. This was actually my favorite one from the collection. And I've been using the bronze, the green, and the black so much. There's just something so flattering about this bronze. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's beautiful. And the green, green subtle. Like it's not like a flamboyant in your face kind of green. It's just a very wearable green that you can just kind of add into your looks just to add a little spice of life in there. And the black, it has sequins in here, but I use this like a normal matte black. Like you can still see some sequins whenever it's on the eyes, but I use this to smoke out my eyeliner. I use it as eyeliner. It's so pigmented and jet black and just rich. So yeah, this palette, I'm still loving this. And then I have a brow powder, which I haven't put in a favorites video in a hot minute. This is the Kokie Brow Kit in the shade Blonde. And I love this formula number 1. Like the shades, amazing. Like if you have a similar brow shade to me, you need this. But the way that I like to use this is actually a way that I learned from Jackie on it, because she made a video recently where she was talking about how she felt like by just using a brow pencil, it made her brows look translucent, which kind of sounds like a weird description, but honestly, that's the best way to describe it. Especially on camera, whenever you just use a brow pencil, you can see the skin underneath the brow. So the trick is to do your brow pencil like normal. So fill it in, define it, outline it, the whole shebang. And then go into your brow powder and just run it through your brows real quick. Like you don't have to be precise with it. Like you don't have to spend a lot of time doing it. Just run it through as fast as you can. And can't catch me, I'm a gingerbread man. That was, oh my God, such a dad joke.
You're a monster!
Just fill in the sparse areas, fill in the areas wherever you see skin, and I'm telling you, your brows will look so much more full and fluffy, and just like, there's such a huge difference. Like, you have to try it to know what I'm talking about, but you can see from side to side on me, it makes the world of difference. And then mascaras. Oh, I have several mascaras, which, I mean, if we can't have face makeup, at least we have our eyes. Maybelline Sky High. Oh my God, one of the best mascaras I've tried in a very, very long time. Like, this is gonna be a long time favorite. I know it. It gives me everything I want: volume, length, definition, separation, and it makes your eyes look so much bigger. Like, it just uplifts your lashes and makes them look like up here. I did a full-on demo in this video right here, and I actually compared it to another new drugstore mascara, which surprisingly enough is in this one as well. The L'Oreal Air Volume Mega Mascara. I did not like this in that video. It was way too wet of a formula, which made it super clumpy and just goopy. Since then, this has dried out, and I kind of love it. And it's one of those that you can also top off another mascara. Like, say, like today I was wearing this one, which we'll talk about in just a second, and I just kind of wanted to revive my eyes a little bit, just kind of pump up the mascara to make it look more refreshed. So I went in with this one, and oh my God, it layers so well into other mascaras. And then the L'Oreal Butterfly Sculpt, right? I think it's just called Butterfly now. They used to call it Butterfly Sculpt, but rebrand. It just does something special to where it never looks cakey or clumpy. Like, it never looks goopy on the eyes. It just makes your lashes look like it's like a multiplying effect, if that makes any sense. And then bronzer. So I actually talked about this in a previous video as well. The L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It. Oh my God, favorite bronzer. Whenever I first saw this, I was like, oh, that's a weird, janky little tone. Like, is it neutral? Is it warm? Is it cool? Is it matte? Is it shimmery? Like, what the hell is it? This is actually in the shade Light, which usually I always jump up to like a medium shade at least. Like, it doesn't matter if it says it's for a fair or a light skin tone. Like, I just ignored. But oh my God, it just makes your skin look so realistically bronze. Like you actually got back from vacation, which, I mean, let's be honest, none of us are going on vacation for a while. It has a slight golden sheen to it, and I think that's what makes it so realistic and natural looking. It's just a really smooth formula. It blends out super well. You can build it up. It's not overly pigmented to where you have to, you know, be super conservative with it at first. Love this one so much. My favorite bronzer probably of all time. And then for powder. So if you've been looking for a good under eye setting powder, or if you have dry skin and you have a hard time finding a powder that works for your skin without emphasizing dryness and making you too matte, this is the powder of your dreams. This is the Kiko Milano Radiant Fusion Baked Powder. The shade 01 if you're wondering. So they have this one, which is, like I said, the Radiant Fusion, but they also have the Matte Fusion, I believe, so it's going to be more mattifying. This sets the under eye area so beautifully. Like, it just looks so milky smooth and creamy, and it's not too drying or anything. And you can use this for the rest of your face as well. I mean, I actually have it on my entire face right now, and I mean, you can see, like, it has some illumination, some glistening action happening. I kind of look like a Christmas tree. So if you have oily skin, I wouldn't recommend this to set your entire face. Like, just do under the eyes, or maybe, you know, areas that you're not super oily. Then I have a brush that I have totally been obsessed with for using with foundation, and it's $1. This is actually from Shop Miss A, which I have a very unhealthy obsession with Shop Miss A because Mama loves to save some money. But the reason I started using this as a foundation brush in the first place, I mean, because looking at it, it just looks like a normal powder brush. Like, it doesn't really look like anything special. In Jamie French's video, she's been using a Sigma brush that looks very similar to this. So I was just like, ooh, that looks eerily similar. Let's give it a go. And lo and behold, this is like the best foundation brush I've ever used. I guess I should actually tell you what it's called. This is the Callus Slanted Contour 752 brush. So yeah, it's not super dense, which typically for foundation, that's what people like to go for, but it has some give to it. I've tried this with numerous foundations, you know, light coverage, full coverage, matte, dewy, whatever, and it works perfectly with every single one of them, which is crazy. Then I have a long wearing eyeliner, which I have such a hard time finding good eyeliners that don't transfer onto my eyelid, that don't conjugate into the corners of my eye. This is the number 7 Stay Perfect Amazing Eyes pencil, and I'm guessing it's in the shade black. The reason I was so surprised by how long wearing this is because whenever I was applying it, you know, I was smoking it out and smudging it and blending it and whatnot. Like, it seems like it never set. So I was just like, oh God, this is gonna be one of those wet eyeliners. It's just gonna get all over my eye. But no, I didn't get any transfer, any smudging, any smearing. Like, somehow, some way, this set and it stayed put all day long. So for lipstick, I have this Flower Beauty Petal Pout lip color in the shade Naked Blush. Usually I'm not into just basic pink shades. Like, this is just not really me, like more of like nude shades or mauves. But there's something about this that looks like bridal makeup to me. Like, it just looks so, I don't know, fresh and young. I don't know. I really, really like this color. Now, I will say I'm not the biggest fan of the formula. It is kind of like a matte drying type formula. I mean, I've heard a lot of people say it's not, but for me and my super desert-like lips, it is pretty drying. I mean, putting a gloss on top works wonders. So yeah, I love the shade. The formula, not the biggest fan of that, but beautiful, beautiful shade. And then for lip gloss, the number 7 High Shine Lip Gloss in the shade Pink Latte. I have this on right now. Oh my God, this is such a good formula. I can't believe I've never heard anyone talk about these. It's just such, like, it's a super hyper glossy formula, but it's not sticky and goopy. Like, it doesn't give you that string of like goop that gets onto your top and bottom lip, which is just nasty.
I heard that, you nasty.
Yeah, it's just this really pretty, like, coppery bronze gold, but I mean, you can wear this with anything. It doesn't matter what the tone is. It works well with everything. You can use it like a clear gloss, but yeah, very long wearing. Love that formula so, so much. And then I have the Wet n Wild Starluxe lip glosses, which I have the shade Lunar or Later. I have the other one as well, but I cannot find it for the life of me, which I actually like that shade better, but we'll find it eventually. I'm moving houses right now, so it may pop up. It's a very comfortable formula. It doesn't, again, like the other one, it doesn't feel sticky and goopy, but it's basically just a clear gloss with just a little bit of like an iridescent shimmer that just makes your lips look a bit more plump and pouty. And plus it has a really pretty smell. Okay. It has a really nice like sweet smell that's just, I don't know, it's just very nice. That is it for this video. So once again, if you want to see more like it, then do our little emoji down there, a little club, insider club thing. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, if you want to see more, then give it a thumbs up as well. Subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn the bell on, because so many people say they don't see my videos unless they have their bell on. So please do that. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next one. Mwah.